Zhuzh the hair. Zhuzh it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 sleep hacks for parents. Now, we all know that we should really get between 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night to function properly, but 7 years and 3 kids into parenthood, I cannot remember the last time I had 8 hours sleep in a row, and I have become quite used to functioning on quite a little bit of sleep. I aim to get 6 hours, but if someone's ill or someone's teething, it can be very difficult. So I really hope that my hacks help you. I have hacks to cope when you have had very little sleep, and also a few hacks to actually help you fall asleep. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around, and of course share this video with any new parents that you know that need some help coping with sleep deprivation. So without further ado, let's get into it. My first hack for helping you cope with sleep deprivation is to have a good breakfast. Research shows that you should eat breakfast within the first hour of waking up, and you should have something that is low GI. So what that means is you want to be having grains, fruit, protein, so something like oatmeal, protein pancakes, or eggs on toast, something like that, and that is going to actually give you energy and help boost your mood for the first half of the day. You really want to avoid sugary foods, because although this will give you a little bit of a spike in energy, it will then make you crash and actually make you feel more sleepy. My next hack involves a parent's best friend, and that is coffee. You will definitely want to have a coffee at breakfast, but did you know that it can take between 20 and 30 minutes for coffee to actually start taking an effect? So one really cool hack that you can do is have a coffee power nap. So if you ever have 20 minutes where you can actually sleep if your baby's asleep, is drink a coffee and then have that power nap, and then by the time you wake up you will feel much more refreshed. You'll want to drink the coffee quite quickly. Don't sip it, because that will also take up time. So you almost want to make the coffee, let it cool, drink it, and then go to sleep. And this is also something that is recommended if you're ever drowsy while you're driving. You should pull over, drink a coffee, and have a 20-minute nap in your car, and that way it will make you more alert. One little thing to note about coffee: if you are breastfeeding, don't have more than 4 cups of coffee a day. You're allowed to have 4 5-ounce cups of coffee, and what I like to do is not have any coffee after 3 p.m. and that way I can go to bed better. My next hack is something that my mother told me to do and I never did it, and that is to sleep when your baby sleeps. I regret not doing this so much. As soon as I had my second baby, I realized that those days were kind of over, but even just half an hour, I know you have so much to do, but postpone things, forget about the housework, and try and get a little bit of rest in. Even just a half an hour or an hour of sleep will really make a massive difference to getting you through the day. My next hack is to get outside. It has been proven that sunshine and fresh air can not only make you feel better, but more alert. So go for a walk with the buggy, or even just play in the garden. It can make you feel so much better. In line with that, make sure you get ready every morning. I mean, not in the early days when you have a newborn. Enjoy being in your pajamas and just chilling out. But when your baby's a little bit older, even if you're on maternity leave and you don't have anywhere that you have to be, make an effort to get ready. Having a shower, getting dressed, and putting on a little bit of makeup can make a world of difference. My next hack is to eat well and have plenty of fluids. I know we spoke about breakfast, but make sure you have snacks throughout the day as well. That is going to release energy over time. And when it comes to lunch, it is much better for you to have a protein and veggie type lunch than a lunch that is full of carbs, which is basically the only thing you can get in a soft play. So be careful, but carbs can actually make you feel more tired, and again, sugary foods will make you more tired. And make sure you're hydrated. You really need to look after yourself. I know as a mum, I tend to forget to eat or just eat the kids' scraps, but try and avoid that and you will feel better. My next hack is to be productive first. Did you know that you are actually at your most productive within the first 3 hours of the day? So if you have an important call to make or an important meeting to go to that you will actually require your brain cells for, make sure you do it early on in the day. My next tip is to wind down at night. There is nothing worse than getting into bed and trying to go to sleep and you just cannot relax. One reason that this happens to so many people is that if you're like me, night, you will check your laptop or your phone in bed before you go to sleep, but the blue light that actually is given off by the screens goes into your eyes and creates adrenaline, which then makes you feel more awake. So what you really need to do is make sure that your phone is on the night mode, and that goes for kids' tablets as well. Make sure that it's on the night mode if you let them have them before bed. And also, it's really good if you can avoid it altogether. If you can get into bed and read a book or do some journaling, those are really good ways to wind down. My next tip is to write a list. One of the reasons that I can't get to sleep at night is because I have a million thoughts running through my head. So I have found that writing a list right before I go to bed is really helpful to just get everything out of my brain. Once I've written it on paper, all the things that I need to do, the things I need to do for the kids, and what's on my mind, I feel so much better, and then I know in the morning I can just look at that list and get on with it. So try it, it's really effective. There are a few other things that I do to help me wind down that might also work for you, so it is worth a shot. One of those things sounds really silly, but it is so simple, and it is just put some socks on. If you are a naturally cold person, go to bed with something on your feet, and honestly, it makes a massive difference to me. Also, if you are struggling to sleep, have some milk and honey, or even just a spoonful of honey. This is something my mum always used to do, but I just looked it up, and what honey actually does is it raises your insulin a little bit, and then it actually lets a compound called tryptophan create, and that is famous for making you sleepy. So you could put some honey in some herbal tea or into some warm milk, or you could just have a spoonful of honey and it will actually make you drowsy. And another thing that I do a lot, I would say it's meditation, but I don't think it really is. I just lay there and I imagine from my toes to my head that parts of my body are becoming very, very heavy. So I will start at my feet and I will just think my feet are very heavy now, and then I'll do my shins and my knees and by the time I reach my head, I am normally asleep. And my final tip is to go to bed early when you have a very young baby. I don't know why, but with all of my babies, they seem to sleep quite well between 8 p.m. and midnight. It was those early hours of the morning that they would be quite restless and awake and fussy. So if you can go to bed when they go to bed just for the first few weeks, I think it will make a massive difference to you. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to know your ways of falling to sleep and to cope with no sleep in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys!